Hi there. Welcome once again to our Friday legislative update. It is our opportunity to give you a brief recap of what happened during the week. We are at the end of week 3 of the legislative session. Oh, and by the way, it's the weekend's coming up. There's some snow out there. Hopefully get out and enjoy some of it. But before you head out to the mountains, I wanted to give you a bit of an update. We've got some great news. First off, the bill that I mentioned last week about the Idaho Roadless Rule Commission was heard in front of the House Resources Committee. It was voted unanimously to the floor. Representative Priscilla Giddings will be carrying that. It is good news because the rule was crafted right here in Idaho to protect some of our most pristine landscapes. We're excited to see that move on to the next stage. Then over in the Senate committee on Thursday, we heard a presentation from Wade Kaufman. He's from a multi-use advocacy group, but judging from his presentation, he was in support of elimination of recommended wilderness areas and wilderness study areas for the benefit of motorized recreation. When asked if he consulted or collaborated with other stakeholders on the issue by one of the members of the committee, he said that he had gotten support of 2 county commissioners from eastern Idaho. It's not exactly what we define as collaboration, but it was just a presentation. We continue to monitor it, and we'll let you know if there's any updates on that issue specifically. My last item isn't technically about something that happened at the Idaho legislature, but it is something that all legislators should be paying attention to. Just yesterday, Colorado College published its 8th annual Western States Survey. Usually this isn't a big deal because they don't poll in Idaho, but this year was very different. This year they included Idaho, and the results are very, very encouraging. 94% of respondents say outdoor recreation is important to the future of Idaho's economy. There's a lot more in the survey, a lot of great things for conservation. We're going to include a link to that survey in the comments below so that you can take a look. We definitely think that folks in the State House should also be paying attention as well. We also have the first Take Action opportunity coming up. We will be emailing our members and letting folks know as well here on Facebook. But next Thursday, House Education Committee will once again be taking up the science standards. We are encouraging folks who are in support of comprehensive, robust science education for Idaho's children to show up and voice their support for the passage of those science standards rules. Again, it'll be next Thursday, 8 a.m. in the Lincoln Auditorium, and then there'll be another opportunity on Friday around 8:30. We will provide all the information about location and more background on the science standards in the action alert. So pay attention to that. But again, we wanted to highlight here in the Facebook live update so that folks who are interested in taking action on some of these issues know that we've got something coming up next week. So taking a quick look, I don't see much questions right now. We had somebody ask a great question last week. We love when you guys participate. I know I get emails from our members throughout the week trying to get some feedback on certain bills they're hearing about passing through the legislature. We also have our bill tracker. You can stay in touch with legislation that way. But we do appreciate you guys getting involved, asking questions, showing up at some of these take action opportunities. It makes a difference, and I look forward to continue to working with you as partners to make sure that we protect our public lands, clean air, and clean water during this legislative session. So appreciate you tuning in once again. And that's all for this week. Again, you can get the Monday legislative forecast in your inbox if you sign up for the Conversations at the Capitol email list. That will also be in the comments below. Once again, that is another week in the wraps for the legislative session. I hope that you get out in the snow. I know I'm going to go find a mountain to find some peace and quiet before I return to the State House on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Goodbye.